Well, I often talk about routine, and definitely this time of year I have a routine since 2013 of walking around in circles, putting in miles night and day for 6 days. You know, I went to the 2013, 2014, across the years, Jonas Kuros. Of course, I did my own solo one in 2012, 2013. And so I guess just this time of year, I'm used to just putting in miles around the clock. Started off yesterday on day one of the 6 days in the home. Kind of put the race on since all the races have been canceled. I didn't really have any plans on going very far. I mean, yeah, 200 miles would have been awesome, but I didn't really want to spend, 12, 15 hours a day walking to get that. And then, of course, my health been an issue with having that fall in March, taking 6 weeks off because I couldn't even walk. Then I ended up in the hospital at the end of April with congestive heart failure. And lately I've been doing about 50 miles a week. So I was looking back at my stats when I was talking to Scott earlier today, and congratulations to him. He's got to 100 miles, or about 42 hours into the event. I'm at about 40 miles. And I was looking at it because he was like, hey, what's your goal? And I was like, I don't know, at least, and he said, get it to 100. And I said, yeah, I should be able to get to 100, I hope. I looked at my stats from this past year, and, kind of my biggest day was like 120 miles, but that was with a 73-mile, 24-hour at the Celtic Winter Classic, which unfortunately we're not having this year. So and then I was, my next best is maybe 70, 80 miles when I was doing the race across Tennessee and back across Tennessee. So I did like 1,200 miles in 4 months. So I was doing, 10 miles a day. But since then, in September, I didn't realize how much I backed off. I've only been doing like 40, 50 miles a week. So, 100 miles would end up being my second best week of the year. Got over 3,000 for the year. So, 100 miles sounds pretty good. And so after I got done chatting with him on a messenger, I tried to go to sleep. And, I did 10 miles this morning. Then I did 2 miles on the treadmill because I've got this Swift training program and following cyclist 10K. So I did 2 miles on that. Then I walked 10 miles. Then I did another 3 miles or so in the afternoon. Thought, okay, I'm done for the day. But then I ended up doing another couple miles, at 7 o'clock at night. I was going to go outside, but it's too cold. So I watched Wonder Woman. Got a little better. Man, I'll tell you, the first hour blows. And it's just boring. And then I was like, okay, it's, 10 o'clock. Let's go to bed. And lay down and just not tired at all, which is just bizarre because I did almost 18 miles yesterday and 18, 19 today, and thinking like I should be tired. And I've been sleeping so well ever since my congestive heart failure. They got me on blood pressure medicines and various other stuff. And so my sleep score has been in the 80s. I've been getting 6-7 hours of sleep a night, when before I had all this stuff going on, I was getting 4 or 5 a night. But I guess the old body's like, hey, it's this time of year. This is your annual migration. So get up and migrate. And so at like midnight, I got back on the treadmill, watched some more of the Wonder Woman on HBO Max, and did another 2.7 miles because it was past midnight. So Swift's like, hey, we got another workout for you. They give you like 3 or 4 workouts a week. I like it where they don't let you do the workout until a certain time. And so I cranked out that 2.7. Really only wanted to do 2 miles. It was slow. But now I'm just laying here going, I want to go to sleep. And I'm just not being able to go to sleep. So I guess, the body just wants to do what it wants to do. It's funny, when I did my very first multi-day race, I remember after the race, especially when I came back from that 6 day with Kuros, when I did 322, for a couple days, a week after the race, I would wake up at 2 in the morning and my body would just be wanting to go move. And I remember driving over to the 24-hour fitness, and because it was so cold out, and walking on the treadmill for 45 minutes or so, because my legs, I had like the Jimmy legs, my legs were like, move, bitch, move. And so I'd have to go over there, walk on the treadmill, come home, and go back to bed. And it was like, this is so bizarre. So oh well. You know, I think now definitely try and get 100. You know, 20 a day would be nice, 120, which would totally be doable. Just got to keep the body moving. Feeling pretty good. The only thing that's kind of bothering me is my feet, kind of sore, and not much else going on. So tomorrow will be the 55-hour snow drop ends at like noon or 1 o'clock. I guess it's 55 hours, so I guess 1 o'clock. I don't know. Maybe I can get 55 miles by then, but probably not. Kind of threw that in the towel. I threw that out the window. But we'll see. Try and get 100 miles. And congratulations to those that are out there cranking along with me. There's about 5 or 6 of us posting online. There's about 24 signed up. I'm not sure if they're going to do the miles, but I've got a couple ladies in the 50-mile range. My 6-day buddy, Abby, from up north in Washington area, I think she's at 57 or so. Like I said, Scott's over 100. So we shall still see you in the morning. I'm sure I'll wake up and hopefully I'll sleep now. And maybe, who knows, maybe I'll do my 3rd day, the other part of talk about day 2 or day 3. I can't remember what it was of the 6th day with Kuros.